The Afghan small boat migrant Ahmed Malaki has been found guilty of abducting and repeatedly raping a 12-year-old girl in the Warwickshire town of Nuneaton.
At 12:10 p.m., a predator begins his hunt. Ahmed Malaki, 23, commits the unthinkable against a 12-year-old girl. He crossed the border illegally just 4 months ago. No passport, no identity, no accountability. The state knew he was here. The state funded him, and the state did nothing. This is not an isolated incident. This is the system working exactly as Starmer designed it. 250,000 sexual attacks in a single year. 1 every 7 minutes. 55,000 blade incidents recorded in the same calendar year. Machetes in broad daylight. Zombie knives in suburban streets. A 300% increase in offensive weapon crimes since the year 2000. These are not statistics, they are victims. And every single one of them was failed by the same government that lectures the public about tolerance. When the streets erupted in rage, Starmer's response was immediate and predictable, not toward the criminals, but toward the protesters. 3 elite units deployed, shield walls erected, 76 hospitalized, 24 arrested. Meanwhile, the man who attacked a 12-year-old girl was tracked using the very government-issued card loaded with 45 pounds of taxpayer money every single week. Britain is literally financing its own destruction. Farage asked the question the entire nation was thinking, why are we funding 3-star hotels for illegals while our daughters aren't safe on the streets? Starmer called it inhumane. At that exact moment, 237 new illegals landed on the southern coast. Up to 1,000 undocumented males arrive every single day. The processing centers are collapsing. The prisons are at 99% capacity. And Starmer's solution is to expand the police force not to fight crime, but to silence the outrage. In Birmingham, grooming gangs operate with near total impunity. Local authorities know the names. They know the networks. The order from the top is absolute. Do not disclose the ethnic composition of these gangs. The data is buried. The victims get no answers. The perpetrators get protection, and the government calls this tolerance. The Human Rights Act is the weapon being used against the British people. Illegals exploit every loophole on an industrial scale, last-minute LGBT claims, sudden religious conversions, manufactured medical exemptions, all to block deportation. Lawyers funded by the state argue why foreign criminals should stay. Smugglers sell the guarantee across North Africa, and the Middle East Britain cannot deport you. And they are absolutely right. Now look at America. In 2025, Trump's administration removed over 1.3 million illegal residents in 12 months alone. Border encounters dropped 74%. They didn't ask for permission. They enforced the law. Britain, meanwhile, asks the criminal if he consents to leave, pays for his legal team, and houses him for years while appeals drag on. The contrast isn't just embarrassing. It's criminal negligence at the government level. And while the state imports chaos through the front door, it has stripped the British public of every means of defense. A woman in Texas can legally carry a firearm to protect herself. A woman in Birmingham cannot legally carry pepper spray. It carries the same mandatory sentence as an illegal shotgun. The state has disarmed every law-abiding citizen while losing complete control of the streets. A homeowner who defends his family with a cricket bat risks prosecution. The burglar can sue for injuries. A father protecting his daughters can become the defendant. This is not a legal system. It is a surrender document signed by people who will never face the consequences themselves. The machetes are real. The grooming gangs are real. The 1,000 arrivals per day are real. And Starmer's refusal to act is the most dangerous reality of all. This is a government that prosecutes the reaction to crime more harshly than the crime itself. A government that protects the narrative instead of the people. When the state funds its own instability and disarms the citizens paying for it, it is no longer a protector. It is an accomplice.